Today we're doing something a little different, or maybe a lot different. We're going to play a game. And of course, it's all about smoking. The myths, the facts, the history, and some pretty surprising things you probably didn't know. Can you guess, or maybe you know, what's true and what's a myth? Well, stick around and maybe you'll even learn something you didn't know by the end of this video. Before we start, here's how this game works. I'll ask you a bunch of smoking related questions. Some are facts, some are myths. After each question, I will take one drag, and that's your thinking time. This is the time when you think, you decide, and you pick an answer. Lock it in, write it down if you have to. Then I will reveal whether it's a myth or a fact, and I will share some extra info about that topic. Okay, are you ready? Make sure you keep count to know how many you got right, and let's see who's the ultimate trivia champion. But before anything else, we need to add on the screen the myth and the fact. All right, which one will you pick? Well, let's see. I've got my cigarettes ready. I've got a coffee. This is the second one for today, but well, I might need it. I do have all of my questions right here, so I will read them, of course. After the first question, I will light it up and take the first drag to give you time to think. All right, myth or fact? Tobacco was first smoked in Europe. I hope you got an answer. So that's a myth. Indigenous people of the Americas were smoking and chewing tobacco long before Europeans arrived in the 1500s. Columbus and his crew brought it back to Europe. Did you know that? Next question. Myth or fact? Cigarettes only became popular during World War I. That's a fact. Soldiers were given cigarettes in their rations during World War I and World War II. It made smoking feel patriotic and spread the habit worldwide. Myth or fact? Cigarettes were always machine made. You got it? This is a myth. Before James Bonsak's rolling machine in the 1880s, every cigarette was hand-rolled, making them expensive and less common. Let's go to the next one. Myth or fact? Tobacco was once used as money. What you thinking? This is a fact. In 17th century Virginia, tobacco leaves were literally used as currency to pay taxes, buy goods, and even settle debts. Myth or fact? Smoking was always known to be unhealthy. And this is a myth. In the early 1900s, doctors were featured in ads saying smoking was good for digestion or soothing for the throat. Soothing for the throat. So that's a myth. All right, myth or fact. Cigarettes were marketed as diet aids. This is a fact. In the 1920s, Lucky Strike ran ads with the slogan, "Reach for a Lucky instead of a sweet," linking smoking to weight loss. Next one, myth or fact. The global tobacco industry makes more money than most tech giants. And that will be the last drag of this cigarette. So I guess I'll have to light another one. So what you're saying, is this a myth or a fact? Well, the correct answer is this is a fact. The tobacco industry generates over $800 billion annually, bigger than Apple, Microsoft, or Google's yearly revenues. Oh well. Myth or fact? Marlboro is the most sold cigarette brand in the world. Pick your answer. And that's a fact. Marlboro dominates global sales with over 20 billion in yearly revenue, making it the most valuable tobacco brand. I have an idea everyone got this one right. Myth or fact? Tobacco companies knew smoking caused cancer long before the public. This is a shocking fact. Internal documents revealed that by the 1950s, companies had evidence linking smoking to cancer, but they funded companies to cast doubt for decades. Myth or fact? Tobacco advertising is banned everywhere. This is a myth. While many countries restrict cigarette ads, some nations still allow them, and tobacco companies spend billions on subtle promotions like event sponsorships. Myth or fact? The first health warnings on cigarette packs appeared in the US. This is a myth. The UK and Canada introduced cigarette warnings before the US did in 1966. Today, most countries use graphics photos on packs. Myth or fact? Tobacco companies once made candy cigarettes for kids. This is a shocking and controversial fact. Candy cigarettes shaped like smokes were sold to children for decades. Arguably, grooming them into future smokers. Myth or fact? Some governments make more money from tobacco taxes than tobacco companies make in profits. And this is a fact. In many countries, tobacco taxes bring in billions more than the company's local profits. For example, in the US alone, governments collect over 12 billion per year just from cigarette taxes. Myth or fact? Cigars were always considered fancier than cigarettes. This is a fact. Historically, cigars were linked to wealth and status, while cigarettes were seen as common until later. Myth or fact? Tobacco was once believed to cure headaches and toothaches. Fact. In the 16th century, Europeans thought it had medicinal powers. Myth or fact? Some countries banned smoking in films. This is a fact. Modern restrictions discourage showing characters smoking in movies to reduce its influence. There's been a global effort to limit smoking in films. And here we have, in 2005, India implemented a ban on the depiction of smoking in films and television shows. China has ordered that excessive smoking scenes shall not be shown in films. France has progressively tightened smoking laws, including the 1991 Loi Evon, which restricts tobacco advertising and promotion. And of course, let's not forget the one and only the United States. The Motion Picture Association of America introduced guidelines flagging smoking as a content consideration in film ratings. Myth or fact? YouTube allows creators to monetize videos that feature smoking or vaping. Last drag. Got your answer? Well, this is a myth. YouTube's policies strictly regulate content related to tobacco and nicotine products. According to YouTube's advertiser-friendly content guidelines, videos that promote or depict smoking and vaping are typically not eligible for monetization. Additionally, YouTube's harmful or dangerous content policy prohibits content that encourages dangerous or illegal activities, which can include smoking or vaping, especially if it poses a risk of serious physical harm. Creators who post such content may face demonetization, removal of videos, or even suspensions from the YouTube Partner Program. For instance, channels that focus on cigar reviews or smoking tutorials have reported their videos being demonetized or deleted due to those policies. Speaking of which, there is a way you can support this channel, support me, and make sure those videos keep coming. You can join the membership right here on YouTube. You'll find a button that says join, and you'll get access to Tara Daily series, to exclusive ads-free videos just for members, and of course, many other benefits. If you don't want to become a member, which by the way, you can choose from 2 tiers, Legend or Loyal, pick whichever one works for you. But if you don't want to do this, you can still show your support for this channel and for me by visiting the Buy Me a Coffee website. Buy Me a Coffee/Whisper of Smoke, I believe. Anyways, you'll find all those informations in the description below. So, 17 questions. How many did you get right? Make sure to let me know in the comments. And of course, if you can, if you want, share it with a friend, with someone that might know all the answers. And let's see who will be the ultimate smoking trivia champion.